નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, this is part 11 of chapter 8 body movements of standard 6th science. In the last part we discussed about the muscles, okay, and in which we discussed that muscles can pull the bone. Muscles can push the bone only, it cannot push. It may release or it may push. That is why muscles can work in pairs only. A single muscles cannot move, cannot work. Muscles for movement, let me say, for movement, muscles have to work in the pairs only. Then after we discussed that there is bones and muscles both are required for the all animals to move. That what was the question. Then what the earthworm supposed to do, what the snails can do, and then we discussed about the gait of the animal. The way animal move, the way animal walk is known as the gait of the animal. That what we discussed in the last part. Now in this part we are going to discuss this 8.2 gait of animals, in which we will discuss the gait of earthworm. Okay, so open page number 73 in your textbook. Keep a sharpened pencil also with you, and let's go for the activity 5. The aim of the activity is what? To observe the movement of an earthworm on different surface. By this time we will observe the movement of earthworm on different surface only, and that is why we want to observe the movement of the earthworm. That is why what the materials required. It must be one of them. It should be the earthworm, and now different surfaces. For that, a blotting paper and a glass plate. That is what we requires. Okay, so we will discuss this activity as well as this textbook together, and so go for activity 5. Now I am reading. Observe an earthworm moving on soil in a ground. Observe an earthworm moving on the soil in the ground. Or in the garden. Gently lift it and place it on a piece of blotting or filter paper. See, earthworm, have you ever touched the earthworm? They are very soft because there is no bones, not any bone, not a single bone in its body. Okay, so you have to lift it very gently and put it on the blotting paper or on the filter paper. Observe its movement. Wherever you will keep it, it will start walking. It will start moving. So observe its movement. Then place it on a smooth glass plate. Then place it on a smooth glass plate or any slippery surface. So this is, see what we are doing. We are discussing the procedure of this activity. Then place it on the smooth glass plate or any slippery surface. Observe its movement. Now, is it different from that on paper? So now let's go for the observation. The earthworm moves more easily on garden soil and blotting paper than on the glass plate. Why? Because the glass plate is slippery. That is why earthworm cannot move easily on the glass plate. Now we will discuss the conclusion. Now we are going to conclusion. But whatever it is now in the textbook is our conclusion. Okay, so let's go further in this one. The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. An earthworm does not have bones. Earthworm, remember well, earthworm does not have bones, but the body of the earthworm is made up of many rings. See, why I am repetitively speaking this? Because this all is your MCQs or short questions. That is why I am speaking, or I am trying to explain this repetitively. Actually, I am repeating these words, isn't it? But this is your blanks. Either it is MCQ or sometimes it is true or false. That is why. Okay. It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. It has muscles which helps to extend and shorten the body. That is what only. And in that way only it can move. Now let's discuss how that earthworm moves. Okay, first of all we will read this and then I will make you understand through this figure. Okay, so let's try to understand this. See, during movement the earthworm first extends the front part of the body. First of all, try to understand this. I am only reading only this one. Okay, then I will make you understand. So first of all, during movement the earthworm first extend the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. Then this makes it move forward by a small distance. This makes it move forward by a small distance. Now let's try to understand through this figure. So in this figure, the first figure is the explanation starts from here. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. See, actually everything is done. See here, it pulls the rear end over here. Okay. So it then shortens the body and pulls the rear end. See, this is rear and it pulls the up to here. Okay. Pulls the rear end forward. तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक forward pull किया. ठीक है? तो ये हो गया. फिर यहाँ से चालू होता है. The earthworm, see, ये पहला हो गया. ठीक है? Now this one will start. The earthworm first extends the front part of the body. The earthworm, अब यहाँ से चालू हुआ. The earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed on the ground. Keeping the rear portion fixed on the ground. Then it fixes the front end. Then it fixes the front end. Fixes the front end and releases the rear end. Fixes the front end. Here also we can see first end and releases the rear end. Okay, and then it shortens once again here. Then it shortens the body and pulls the rear end. So यहाँ से चालू होता है. This is first, this is second, and this is third actually. This way it moves. This makes it move forward by a small distance. Repeating such muscle expansions and contractions, the earthworm can move through soil. Repeating such muscle expansions and contractions. See, for moving, it uses only muscles, expansions and contractions only. The earthworm can move through soil. Its body secretes a slimy substance. Second thing is that its body secretes a slimy substance to help the movement. अब जो स्लिम सब्सटेंस होता है वो उसके बॉडी से सीक्रेट होता है, तो क्या होता है, इट कैन, वो चिपक जाता है थोड़ा सा ऑन दी सरफेस. ओके, दैट इज व्हाई इट्स बॉडी सीक्रेट्स ए स्लिमी सब्सटेंस हेल्प द मूवमेंट. नाउ लेट्स गो फर्दर. So from here during movement you can see here only, you can see from here, it starts from here. During movement up to this end, just underline the paragraph. Why? Because it is a gate. If you have told that explain the gate of the earthworm, then this portion you have to write in as your answer. That is why underline it. Okay, let's go further. How does it fix parts of its body to the ground? Under its body, it has a large number of tiny bristles. अब दूसरी बात, second thing is what? How does it fix parts of its body to the ground? वो fix कैसे करता है? Its body is very slimy. Why? Because it secretes the slimy substance. तो वो fix कैसे करता है अपने body को? Then under its body it has large number of tiny bristles. What is bristles? Hair-like structures. That is known as bristles. So there is hair-like structure in the large number under its body, projecting out. वो बाहर आ जाता है, projecting out. The bristles are connected with muscles. The bristles are connected with muscles. The bristles help to get a good grip on the ground. The bristles help to get good grip on the ground. वो bristles की वजह से on the ground it can grip on the ground and hence it can move. Now the next paragraph. What we are going to discuss, also you will have to underline. Let me read. The earthworm actually eats its way through the soil. वो सोइल में एक्चुअली अर्थवर्म जो है वो सोइल के ऊपर नहीं होते हैं, वो जो सोइल होती है जहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा मॉइस्चर होता है, ठीक है, वो जो सोइल है जो भूमि है जिसमें बहुत पानी है वो सोइल में होता है. एंड इट मूव इनटू द सोइल, नॉट ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द सोइल, इन द सोइल. ओके, तो क्या होता है, द अर्थवर्म एक्चुअली ईट्स इट्स वे थ्रू द सोइल. उसके जो वे में जो भी सोइल पड़ती है इट यूज टू ईट, ठीक है, उसके रास्ते में जो भी सोइल आती है उसको वो खा लेता है. इट ईट्स द सोइल इन द वे थ्रू द सोइल. देन इट्स बॉडी देन थ्रो अवे द अनडाइजेस्टेड पार्ट. Its body then throw away the undigested part of the material that it eats. बाद में जो सोल उसने ईट की है ना, उसने खा ली है, फिर उसका जो रियर पार्ट है वो जो अनडाइजेस्टेड है उसको बाहर निकाल देता है. This activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants. Now understand, this activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants, and that is why earthworms are the friends of farmers. That is why earthworms are called the friends of the farmers. If you are asked to explain what or scientific reason, if you are asked to the scientific reason there why earthworms are friends of farmers, then you will have to answer this last paragraph. ओके, द अर्थवर्म वहां से चालू करके पूरा जो पैराग्राफ है उसको अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए. दैट इज योर आंसर. ओके, सो विद दिस वी आर एंडिंग दिस पार्ट एंड इन विच वी डिस्कस द gait of the animals, in which we discuss the gait of the earthworm. In the next part we will discuss some other animals, how does they move. Okay, till then try to understand, read the textbook as well as both this video 2 to 3 times. We'll meet you in the next. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves and we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.